It's day 27 in Los Angeles. We're making breakfast. Ooh, doesn't that look good? This is Nadine. Hi Nadine. Nadine helped pick us up yesterday.
Good morning.
You couldn't really see her from how dark it was, but she was there. She took us to Hollywood last night.
It smells just as good as it looks.
And this is Mark. You know Mark.
Morning.
You've been with Mark for a while.
You know me.
And Mark, who's your friend?
Pronto!
Mark's been very happy.
Say hi.
Hello!
Hello.
New star of the show. Yeah, so we're going to have breakfast here for a bit. A different breakfast, haven't had in a while. And then plan, I think, for today is to head down south, like towards San Diego, Legoland, that kind of thing. And coming back here for dinner, or coming back to my auntie's house for dinner. You already met that auntie. You met her on day 7 or 6 when we left New York. So yeah, that's the plan. So we'll show you most of that, and we'll see you soon. Bye. So I know we just recorded a video about making breakfast, but look at the spread.
Pretty impressive.
We even have Vegemite. So yeah, a little bit of a taste of home, the Australian home this time. So yeah, it should be good. Haven't had Vegemite in a while, and I have often thought at hotels, yeah, breakfast would be nicer if there was a little bit of Vegemite. So yeah, feeling like home. All right, we've gotten ready to leave, and guess what we're driving? It's a Ram 1500. Honestly, it's huge, as all Rams have been. And it is a bit funny to go from sort of seeing Rams on the road and sort of making fun of them to actually driving one. If we ended up liking it, then I guess it's egg on our face. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's what we've got for today.
Yeah. It's so big, it's so huge. I could like literally just sleep in the back tray.
Yeah, it'd be nice, especially in California. Weather's pretty good for that. Yeah. No, anyway, so we'll yeah, we're heading to Legoland now, which is exciting. And then also I think further south from that is San Diego and some other places to see. So we're going to try and do all of that and then come back for dinner.
But predominantly Legoland.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So we'll show you some of that soon. Bye.
Yeah.
So I don't think we mentioned it in the last video, but one of the places we wanted to see was Long Beach. We honestly don't know what there is to see here. There's a big sign though that says Long Beach. And obviously there is the very long beach that is just over here. We did do some googling. There is some quite nice buildings around here. This place actually reminds me a little bit more of Surfers Paradise than was it Myrtle Beach that we stopped at earlier in South Carolina. It's got that sort of style of buildings that's on the actual beach itself. They're relatively high rise, and it's got the quite nice beach, as you can see here. Very sort of sunny, sandy shore with the water. And there's an island in the distance, so I'm not quite sure what it is. You can also see that there is some stuff over there on the sort of right hand side. There's some towers, buildings. It might be part of a resort, I'm not quite sure. So thinking of going to try and check that out. And then once we're done over here, we'll try and head to Legoland. There was just a big accident on the way, it seemed, for Legoland that was causing a lot of traffic, so we're hopefully trying to avoid that. But anyway, that's all from us for now, and we'll probably show you some shots if we find them interesting. So yeah. Alright, so we've been walking around the beach, and basically one thing that we were interested in finding out is this island over here with this tall tower. Now at first from far away we thought maybe it's a private resort, maybe it's somewhere people are staying, this kind of thing. But we saw some signs, and as we got closer I think we can confirm that it is actually an oil field. But they've disguised the oil field and the oil drilling that they're doing with the sort of landscaping and aesthetics, and this also helps reduce the noise to the outside. And if you look in the far distance there, I know it's hard to see, that's also another oil field. So it turns out in this area of California, they still do lots of mining for oil, drilling for oil, despite them probably being ostensibly trying to push for renewables and all that. They just hide it from everybody else and try and disguise it from the population. So I thought it was pretty cool, and we looked it up online and confirmed that's Island Grissom, and that's where all the oil drilling was. But yeah, even their oil fields disguised quite neatly. Right, so we are on our way to Legoland after stopping by wherever we were, Long Beach. Now, the traffic, as you can see, absolutely terrible. And the reason is, there was actually quite a bad accident here this morning. We're looking it up, apparently at 3 AM an accident was reported, and they closed this road for 7 hours. so that would have taken to about 10 a.m. Now thankfully we weren't on the road around that time. We checked it maybe around 11 and the traffic looked kind of bad, but it does look like traffic is still quite bad. So we've had a look at alternative routes, and it looks like there is an alternative route that basically gets us to exit this road in a K and continue down along like a parallel road. So we're going to try that. Hopefully it gets us to our destination a little bit faster, should get us there around 4 o'clock. And then yeah, hopefully we'll show you Legoland. So bye. Alright, that shortcut or time saving measure didn't end up as well as we'd hoped, but we did eventually do it. We are here, we're at Legoland. Sort of see the resort and the buildings here. We're heading towards it now. Hopefully we'll get to see some exciting things, and hopefully you'll get to see those exciting things as well. After this, and after we finish up here, we're heading back to my auntie's house. That's Auntie Nugget. We met her back in day 6 in New Jersey, and we're having dinner there with a sort of wider family. So yeah, a bit of excitement and then a bit of family time. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Mark knew about this, but I didn't. Apparently Legoland has mini versions of lots of towers. This, for example, is mini Las Vegas. You can see the MGM Grand, and obviously they have the Eiffel Tower that Las Vegas has. You can see at the back there will be Excalibur, and you have the Luxor. So for people who just came from Las Vegas, that's pretty cool to see. But on top of that, obviously New York and all that, they have the actual skylines of different places in the US. So you can see the skylines of some cities here. That's Santa Fe in the middle, to give you a sense of where we are. Over here you'll find New York, actual New York as opposed to the New York version. And you can see the Empire State Building over there in the center. You can see the new One World Tower that's up and high and shining up there. You can see lots of different things around here for New York. So this is actually a really cool exhibit. There is also a boat ride that takes us through sort of similar miniature versions for other parts of the world. So there is actually mini Paris and mini UK and that kind of thing. So we're going to try and get on that ride. But in the meantime, this is all pretty cool.
Alright guys, so we just finished at Legoland. you probably didn't see me for anything that Jacob recorded because I was far too excited running around taking photos and videos and jumping with glee and all that kind of stuff.
He did literally jump with glee.
I literally, I wish he recorded it, but he wouldn't have known. But
It was unexpected.
yeah, but honestly, like, it almost makes it worth going through, almost, because it was very stressful going through that traffic and I was getting increasingly tired, increasingly annoyed. But yeah, thankfully we were able to make it. I was worried that Groupon wouldn't let us move it to tomorrow, and we were discussing, should we go do something else, should we do this, should we do that. But at the end of the day, I'm very, very grateful that we came here. It leaves tomorrow free for us to do other things as well, which is good. But in terms of my opinion of Legoland, wowie, like wow, like wow. I can't stop saying wow. Like Jacob will probably tell you, there were so many times I was speechless. And the thing is, so they have this thing called Miniland, and I'm pretty sure Jacob captured a lot of it, where they have like basically replicas of buildings in Lego form, but not like your typical Lego set, like a couple of hundred, couple of thousand pieces. No, we're talking like hundreds of thousands of pieces, and the attention to detail, again, I'm speechless.
Yeah, you probably heard the statistic in the video because I was recording when we were on the road. But they said something like New York itself was 8 million pieces, and the entire Miniland set was something like 64 million pieces.
Yeah.
They're a ridiculous amount of pieces.
Yeah, like I saw Enzo Ferrari, put a picture in front of my face right now if you want to. It's a fully, like literally life-size Ferrari. It was about 400,000 pieces, and the lady was telling me it took 1,800 hours just to plan it and another 1,800 hours to build it. And apparently it can move, probably quite slowly because plastic is quite heavy, but it actually has engine parts in it for it to actually work. So that's insane. I do really wish we did have more time. I was more keen on actually looking at the Lego that was built as opposed to going on the rides. We did go on like 1 or 2 rides. They were more, but they weren't like rides. They were more like, you know, displays, like going on a boat and going through different places. There was like a dino one, so you see different dinosaur Legos, and then the other one which I really wanted to see was the one where you go through like mini USA, and you see animals, you see buildings, you see like all sorts of stuff. So overall impression is amazing. I do know we have a Legoland in Australia, in Melbourne. I would love to go there. My feeling is that every Legoland that exists across the world is probably formatted to their kind of style of buildings. So I can imagine like Flinders Station or the Great Ocean Road, or, you know, probably a lot of other crazy stuff. So I'll definitely be keen to check that out one day. Like, this is the first ever Legoland that I've visited. But yeah, very, very happy. If I die now, I'd be a happy man. So next on the plan, the GPS is telling us it's an hour drive away. We're going to another one of Jacob's aunties. Now, we haven't eaten much today, and it was kind of purposeful.
I mean, we ate a lot for breakfast.
We did eat a lot for breakfast, so that's part of it. But the other part of it is we are expecting to be stuffed with dinner, and we'll probably vlog that as well, and you'll probably be amazed at how much food we consume. But yeah, we'll keep you posted, and that was my review of Legoland. I can't speak highly of it enough. It is a bit of a pretty penny to pay, but honestly, so worth it. But yeah, we'll catch you soon. Bye.
Alright, we've come inside. Hello. How are you?
Hi, Jacob. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
عارف مين ده ولا لا؟
I'll have to ask.
ده عم عبد المساعد.
Good.
Good to see you.
Hello. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Very good. Yeah, good to see her.
هو انت لازم تشوف كل حته في امريكا ما تسيبش.
Yeah, we have a choice.
عمته نادية بقى انت ما تعرفهاش.
We met her in New Jersey.
كان اول مره
Oh,
اشوفني.
hello. How did this happen?
You got all the traffic on your head.
We did. Right, so as you just saw, basically everyone in my family was here. We got to say hi, and there were my uncles, my aunties, and we had some dinner. Nice classic Egyptian dinner.
Some dinner.
Yeah.
We almost died.
No, as always, and obviously some dessert. Had a long chat with Uncle George, who's the most American of my uncles and aunties. And after everyone sort of left, because people had various travels and things to go to, we had a couple more chats. found out about Mark's sister's father-in-law. Old stories from 60 years ago that Mark has to go back and test
I have
now.
a lot of questions when we get home.
No, it was fun. It was some good chats. We just spent the last while chatting here as well, feeding the dog. Pronto, hi, and yeah, just generally chilling.
Yeah.
It's about midnight now. I'm probably gonna head to bed. Plan for tomorrow is just buying a couple of things, maybe looking around a little bit. Don't take it too hard before our flight.
Yeah.
Although the flight's quite late in the day, so we still want to get a bunch of stuff done.
Yeah. I think though my experience in this trip when I've been with Jacob's family, whether it was in New Jersey or in Cali or wherever, I really have. It makes sense why Jacob and his family are the way that they are, because there are really beautiful people, and I don't say that to flatter them or make them proud or whatever, but I really feel like God has blessed their family like a lot. And yeah, it was just nice to be amongst that kind of company.
You flatter us and make us proud. No, so yeah, it's been a lot of fun. One more night here, and then yeah, flight is tomorrow. So trip is coming to a close.
It's all happening.
But also, nice that we can go back and spend some time at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is what I was telling Jacob. Like, this trip has been absolutely amazing. Like, doesn't matter how much money I've spent. Or maybe it does. But yeah, like we've been talking about doing this for years, and the fact that we've been able to do it, and all of the things we've been able to see, all the things we've been able to do, like we've been extremely blessed. Like there is hardly anything that has gone wrong this trip. Like whether it was even, the traffic that we had today, or maybe paying a little bit extra here or there. Like at the end of the day, these small things don't really matter, and at the end of the day, they create memories. But at the same time, as amazing it has been obviously incredibly tiring. Sleeping late nights, waking up early, leaving the hotel in the morning, don't come back till night. Like it's exhausting. But really, I'm looking forward to being again with my family. I can't remember who was telling us, but they were saying you probably need a holiday from your holiday, which is usually the case when you take these kinds of holidays. But yeah, really looking forward to getting back with my family, and especially my little dog Lucy.
Right, so we're getting one night and one day closer to that tonight and tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully you enjoy. Bye.